Hi everyone, it's Marcy Denning here from Stampin' with Marcy. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Canada. Thank you for pressing play on today's video. Today I'm going to be sharing a fun fold card with you using the Snow Wonder Bundle. This fabulous bundle will be carrying over to the July to December mini catalog next year. So I'm hoping that you'll find lots of different ideas out there to continue using this fabulous bundle. All right, so I'm using this as well as the Snowflake Splendor Designer Series paper. And this is the fun card that we're going to be creating. Isn't he just so cute? And then you open that up and there is our little pocket for a gift card. Or you can omit this piece and just have it as a Christmas holiday card. So let's get started here. All of the measurements as well as product information, links to purchase can be found over in on my blog. I will link in the description below. So I am just inking up with my Tuxedo Black Memento ink. Okay. And we are using thick Whisper White cardstock. And make sure, yes, this is my thick piece. I just had to pick that up and make sure that it is my thick piece. And we're stamping Mr. Snowman right here in the middle. We're coloring with blends. We're going to be using the Light Pool Party, the Balmy Blue combo, the Smoky Slate combo, the Light Basic Black, Light Pool Party, Light Petal Pink, Dark. There we have our snowman. He is all stamped. Okay, next we are going to stamp our sentiment, the Happy Christmas. I did use the Real Red combo, and I'm just looking at my blends here. I did very lightly go over my arms with the crumb cake, just to add that little bit. All right, Happy Christmas. So cute. We are done stamping. So I want to give this just another moment to dry. So we are just going to set that aside. And as you can see, there is nothing on the back here. All right, so this is where you're going to write your greeting, or if you wanted, if this was a gift card, you could write on the back, easy peasy. So this is Balmy Blue cardstock. And then we have Purple Posy cardstock. This is one of our in colors, and it will be retiring in 2021, making room for some new in colors. So if you like this color, I would highly suggest that you go ahead and stock up on your cardstock, your ribbon and embellishments. We don't have the ink pad, as there was issues. The manufacturer could not get a stable enough color, so you cannot purchase the ink pad, but the Stampin' Right markers, the Stampin' Blends, as well as any of the embellishments and papers, you can purchase stock up on before they are gone for good. All right, so we are just layering this up. I love the pattern of this designer series paper. So the base is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and then I've gone down 1/8 of an inch for each size. So this Purple Posy is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. The designer series paper is 4 by 5 1/4. Okay, and then this piece here is 3 1/4 by 8, and it's scored at 4. But don't worry, don't go rushing to grab a piece of paper and a pen. Like I said, all of the measurements are going to be over on my blog, and I will be posting the link in that description box below. Speaking of below, if you haven't yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, I would love it if you would go ahead and click that subscription box, as well as the notification bell, so that you do not miss any future videos from me. And if you enjoy my video, please give me a thumbs up. Please comment on my video. I love to hear from you, and I do my best to try and respond to every comment that I receive. All right, if you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and you live in Canada, I would love the opportunity to earn your business. You can find me at www.stampinwithmarcy.com. And if you would like a new January to June mini catalog, please contact me. I have now got them in my hands, and I'll be spending the next week getting them ready to be sent out. Okay, so this is the front. And then let's do our inside. So this is just regular Whisper White that we're going to adhere to the inside, so that you could either write your message or just have it as a gift card holder like I have created. This is the year of gift cards, for us anyway. So you could use this design for any designer series paper, stamp sets, occasions that you might have. Birthdays, anniversaries, congratulations, anything where you might be giving out a gift card. This is a fun way to present it. So I have just put, you can't even see, you can't even see, I have put just a very fine line of my adhesive on the edges. It's very important that you don't use a lot, because you don't want that sealed shut. You want to be able to get that gift card in there. So be very sure that you do not use a lot of adhesive. You don't, if you're using liquid, you don't want it to squish out and cause any issues. And if you're using a tape runner, you don't want it to be too wide, so that you don't have a wide enough spot. All right, so now we're going to apply the adhesive to the back, making sure that we apply a lot of adhesive, because this is heavier and it's adhered on to the base, and you want to make sure that it's not going to fall off. All right, so we are going to line it up in the center of our card front, or as close to the center as possible. And that looks pretty darn good. So there is our base all ready. Now we just have to color our snowman. See, here we go. And there is actually enough room, I would think, for you to write your little to and from right here at the top. And then when you slide your gift card in, they're gonna, if they pull it out, they're gonna see your little message there. So let's close this up and move this to the side for a moment while we color in. Okay, so we are going to take our light basic black, and any of these really dark areas, we're going to add a bit more. Not too much, because I don't want it overpowering. And then I'm going to come in with my dark, oh, that's dark gray granite. I guess I grabbed gray granite and not smoky slate. Okay, so my blog post, I will have to fix that, as that's what I've got on hand here. So I guess we're doing gray granite instead of smoky slate. All right, so we're going to come in here and go over those areas that we've put that little bit of the light basic black. Go right in here. All right, and then we're going to come in with our light, and we're going to fill that in. Blending that out. Okay. Next, we're going to take our dark pumpkin pie and very carefully, very light touch, color in that cute little nose. And then we've got our little cheekies. I like to give a little bit of a rosy cheek. So right here and below and above my carrot nose. All right. And then our dark balmy blue. We're going to add here and there so that it's not a solid dark. We want some texture to our scarf here. Light balmy blue. Coming in and going over that. I'm not going really elaborate with my coloring. I just want it to look like it's got that fuzzy, bumpy texture that you get with those nice, thick, warm scarves. And then we're just gonna come and bring those tails from that scarf, bring them down, and then come in and just add, whoop, wrong end, a couple pieces of the dark. All right, that is looking awesome. All right, now we're going to take our crumb cake and we are going to give Frosty here a little bit. Soften up that black for those twig arms here. It just very lightly adds that different color. All right, so next I'm going to do my berries, and I'm going to add just a little bit of the dark real red. I'm just dotting it because it is such a tiny little area. And then I'm going over with my light real red. Gives it just that teeny tiny bit of dimension. And then we're going to get our dark old olive, just a little line where those veins in that holly leaf is, and then come in with our light, so you can see how that is coming along. You can see that there is color definition a tiny bit. Okay, so next, move all of these out of my way, and I am going to come in with my pool party, and I've got my light pool party here, and I'm just going to go and add where there's that shadow line that the artist has done, just to give that frosty look. And I'm just kind of dotting it here and there. I'm not adding too much, just a little bit, so that we've got that look of that really cold snow. All right. And then a few lines here. Define this bottom here. Okay, and then we're gonna go through a bit of this snow because when we die cut it out, it does show up a little bit of it. So we're just gonna go down into there. And then my nose, let's see, move all this stuff out of my way. My nose and my, my eyes, my mouth, and my buttons all could use just a touch of the light basic black to add a bit more depth and definition to those buttons and all that kind of stuff. Just makes it pop that little bit more. All right, so next we're going to bring in the Stampin' Cut Emboss machine and die cut these babies out. Move all this out of my way. So I'm just going to lay them on. Here. All right. Being careful to get lined up as best as possible. As I'm going to have to do one at a time because the camera is in the way and I want him to be cut out nice. So carefully do my sandwich and crank him through. And there he is. So handsome, my little snowman. Okay, there we go. He's beautifully die cut out. Set him aside. And now let's do our Happy Christmas. All right, so line it up so we're fairly straight and even in there. Put our clear plate back on top very carefully. Hold it to hold that in place and crank that through. And we are done with the Stampin' Cut Emboss machine. Just put that down there. And here we have nicely cut out. So let's bring in, all right, now, where on my mess? Oh, here we go. Looking for my dimensionals. I'm going to add some dimensionals to the back of Frosty. And 4. Okay, so how I have this, I take a look and see before I glue anything down where he's going to sit. I want him kind of over top a bit of my label sentiment there. So I'm going to scooch you up and I'm going to add some liquid glue to my label. And we are going to center this, eyeballing it as best as possible. We need to come. The beauty of using liquid adhesive is you've got a moment more to get that positioned just right. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We are all off all of our dimensionals. Okay, so now we want Frosty to be overlapping the sentiment, like I said, and centered, kind of, sort of. I'm going by his hat is the center, I'm thinking. Okay, and one last thing. We want a little bit of, his eyes are gleaming, his little mouth, where buttons are shimmery as well. And then let's come through and add that little bit here and there. Around his snowball body, because the sun shining on snow does make it glittery, and I do like my sparkle, so why not add a bit to our frosty gentleman here. And there we have it. Let's just add, there, our frosty gift card holder. So pop on over to my blog, and I will have the link in the description box below, like I had said, to get all of the measurements so that you could recreate this at home, as well as any of the product links so that you could purchase anything from my online store. Thank you so much for stopping by today. I truly do appreciate it, and I hope you have a great day. Bye for now.